First graders, this is Mr. B. Are you ready to get started with lesson number 1? All right, let's get started. First, make sure you have your packets ready with a pencil, and then have your counters so that you can count with those too. Remember, anytime during the video, you can push pause and kind of get yourself situated before we go to the next problem. So I'm going to turn the lights off, and then we're going to work on the smartboard, all right? I'll be right back. Okay, first graders, here we go. Addition stories. Looks like a little chipmunk there. How do you add numbers? Some of you may be pretty good at it already, but we're going to go a little slow, and these are going to be story problems. Math in my world. Let's slide that up. And teacher directions. Use your counters to model 3 children are swinging and 1 child is on the slide. And we would take our counters and we might have a red one and a red one and a red one for the 3 children, and then we'll use the yellow one to add 1 more. I don't have yellow. I'm going to use a green right here for the yellow. So 3 children swinging and then 1 more. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the counter, counter, counter. Red, 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 and then 1 yellow. And you'd have 4 children. I'm going to erase that. We'll go to the next slide. We're going to go back to the ducks. All right. So you should be to the page that says guided practice. There are 4 ducks in the pond. Here they are. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more ducks walk to the pond. Here's the walking ducks to the pond. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the pond. How many ducks are there in all? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 4, and 4 more came, and you can see the 8. Trace over the 8 and write 8 ducks in all. Here's our counters, red and yellow. It says, tell a number story. So the person that's helping at home, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, an uncle, a friend of the family, thank you for helping. Really appreciate that. And you can tell them a story about the turtles. You just talk to them and tell them. It'd be like this. How many do we see here, turtles? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd say, there were 5 turtles on the sand, and then 1 turtle climbed out of the water to join them. Right, how many in all? Well, we had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more, 5, 6. So we would write 6 turtles right there. I'll erase that. You can keep your answer there. Let's look at number 2. Oh, here's another story. You tell, why don't you push the pause button, and then you can tell a story to your helper. If you did that, let's tell a story. This is what Mr. B might say. There were 3 birds, or 3 bluebirds, sitting in the grass. 2 more birds joined them. How many birds in all? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write 5 right here. Write it nice and neat. Tell how you put groups together. Well, you might say something like, I have some birds, or I have some turtles, or I have a part. And then there's another part that comes to join them, and we put them together we add them together. You can tell the way that you want to tell the story just to your helper at home. All right, let's look at looks like we have some animals here. It's called a fox. It says tell a number story, and then you use counters, red and yellow, and write how many in all. Here's a hint. Place red counters on the first group. How many would you place here? And you might want to put them 2 red. And then place yellow counters on the second group. Looks like this group is coming to join them. And if you put 2 red and 2 yellow, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. You write 4 right here. 4. Fox, and plural is foxes. 4 of them. Okay, we're going to go to number 4. I'll erase that. We have some deer. Place a red counter and then a yellow counter. And write down how many deer. 1 red, 1 yellow. 1 deer plus 1 more deer equal 2 deer. Let's go to the next one. Now you will want to push pause and then write your answer and then play, and we'll go to the next problem. So pause, play, pause, play. We're going to put some counters here, and we're going to put some counters here. You can do that, and then write how many crabs. So you would push pause, put your counters on there, get your answer. 3 red counters, probably 4 yellow counters. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crabs in all. Okay, let's go to the next slide. This is practice. And you can use your counters, red and yellow, and you can also count how many in the first group, and then the next group, and how many are there in all. I'll help you with the first one. Maybe a red counter, red, 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 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be careful. 6 red, 2 yellow counters. I only have a green marker. You have yellow. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. And that's how many are in all. Right there. All together. Let's erase that. You practice the next ones on your own. And I know you guys can do it. I want you to, I'm going to go back. I'm sorry. I'm going to go to the top. Oh, we didn't do this either, but it says draw a picture of cats. I know that your helpers can help you with this here. You can use the counters, 6 gray cats and 3 black cats, and you'll use red and yellow, and then count how many in all. The brain builders are real important, and they take a little bit of thinking. Ryan has 3 flashlights. Jade has the same number. If Ryan has 3, Jade must have how many? The same would be 3. And how many do they have in all? You have to do some thinking with these brain builders. Ryan has 3. Jade has the same number of flashlights. So you put the 3 and the 3 and write down how many flashlights. And then this is where you can write, or you can tell your helper and help answer this. How did you find how many flashlights Ryan and Jade had? Well, you could talk to them and say, I knew Ryan had 3, and it said that Jade had the same amount. So Jade must have had 3 also. Okay, you guys practice. I know your helpers will do a great job. And Mr. B will see you guys on Thursday, and we'll talk about this and make sure that you're having fun while you do it. And I will look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Look in your activities for exactly what to do on this, on Seesaw. Have a good day, first graders. Enjoy. You can do it.